let's look at this. There's a couple of like Royal Rumble related stories, and Mike, I know you guys. I don't know how long you're going to stick around with us.
We'll stick around for a bit.
Hang around as long as you want to. I know you got to get ready to get schooled about Bret Hart in a little bit, but
see. The thing is, all I have to do is turn my TV on and fast forward to the '92 Rumble because it's cakewalk when it comes to the hashtag Fuck Bret Hart. So literally, I'll be fine. All I have to do is turn my TV on. So I'm gonna hang out for a bit. Joe kind of went somewhere. He might be taking a nap. I don't know. He's weird.
Naps are important. But Royal Rumble, they announced during Friday Night SmackDown the following competitors for the men and women's Rumble match: Johnny Knoxville, Sheamus, Rhea Ripley, Nikki. What did you call her? Almost
a superstar.
Okay. Dana Brooke, Carmella, Queen.
That's the 24/7 champion, Dana Brooke.
Sorry,
Jim.
24/7 champion, Dana Brooke. See, this is why
some respect.
Carmella, Queen, Zelina, Tamina, Shotzi, Natalia.
Thank you.
Aaliyah, Naomi, Shayna Baszler, Charlotte Flair, and then some surprising entrants: Nikki and Brie Bella, Lita, Michelle McCool, Kelly, Summer Rae, and of course Impact Knockouts champion Mickie James.
I am excited that that Tim will once again be able to break out his Michelle McCool shirt and wear that for the Royal Rumble. I thought I was just 2 years too late.
Nope,
but God darn, I was right
ahead
on
of the
time.
game for 2022.
Hot.
What's
darn.
old is new again when it comes to WWE.
The Bellas, how exciting is that? They're Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers. Lita's a Hall of Famer as well, right?
Yeah,
well deserved.
Correct.
Did Michelle McCool? Michelle McCool got put into the Hall of Fame too, I think.
No, not yet. I think she will probably.
Oh, she did not. I thought she was.
I don't think she is, and I don't think she should be.
Man,
she might be.
See, Tim's already. He's probably wearing it already.
He sleeps in it every night.
I think Michelle McCool might get in.
I mean, I don't think she deserves it.
I mean, she'll get in as kind of you're getting in because of who you are.
Because she married the Undertaker.
A spouse too.
That's awesome.
that would have been the perfect time for the Kobe.
It would have been, but I thought that's awesome worked as well. So
she's a two-time Divas champion and a two-time Women's champion. So she had 4 title reigns. Michelle
and one
McCool.
of those was Lay Cool, right?
No, I don't think Lay Cool. I think Lay Cool was a tag team.
I think they were co-champions.
No, they split the title. They split the title.
They were all but they were also a tag team.
I got and a 2-time Slammy winner, Jim.
Who hasn't won?
They were setting
Diva
the bar
of the year,
really
and
low.
The Knucklehead moment of the year when she lost to Mae Young.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm changing my vote. She's in.
She was the 2010 PWI Woman of the Year.
Right now.
2010?
The 2010 PWI Woman of the Year.
I didn't know PWI was a thing in 2010.
She was ranked number 1 of the top 50 wrestlers in the PWI 50 in 2010. She was the number 1 ranked wrestler in 2010.
How bad?
Actually shows you the state of women's wrestling in 2010.
Holy hell!
I think the intern got it.
Yikes! Yeah,
So
like
bad.
Tim said, they were co-champs.
Okay, co-champs.
Co-champs.
So
co-champs.
Let's tie this into the comments from the Renee Young podcast, because obviously they announced, like, I think you could kind of assume Lita's already been in Rumbles. Michelle McCool, Kelly's been back. I think she was a 24/7 champion.
She was the first female and the lightest champion.
That's correct. So the Bella's returning, Summer Rae returning, and of course the Mickie James news. Not only the Mickie James news, but the acknowledgement of her being the Impact Knockouts champion. But on the Oral Sessions podcast, Renee Paquette, the former Renee Young, had Tom Hannafan, which is a fun name to say. Congratulations to him and his new gig with Impact Wrestling. He was on, and Renee said she is not a fan. She's not a Hannafan fan. Of
and who is this? Renee Paquette?
Renee Paquette.
Renee Parkour.
Renee Paquette.
Chicken
Parkour.
croquettes are delicious,
I love
by the
chicken
way.
croquettes so much.
I
mean, croquet is very different. I would not eat a croquet ball, but a chicken croquet.
You wouldn't eat,
don't know, man. You put it
you
in
need
a
a croquet
put it in
ball.
a crock pot,
Throw some chicken
put some
gravy,
on there.
Taste that thing for a few hours. Yeah,
You soften it up a bit. I might still eat it.
All right.
Put gravy on anything, most anything. I'll probably eat it. But Renee said she's not a fan of the WWE announcing surprises. She said, "Stop announcing them. I genuinely hate that. I'm that Summer Rae's return was announced beforehand. Even Mickie James, that's a huge one. If she came out and her music hit, I would have been like, holy shit! But Summer's not been a part
bullshit
of any WWE. This is Renee. This isn't me. Of any WWE event since she left. So to hear her music hit would have genuinely shocked me."
Now, of anybody sitting here, Matt, you would be what I would closely consider a Summer Rae fan out of any of us. Can you hum for me the opening bars of Summer Rae's entrance theme that you'd be like, holy shit, here's Summer Rae?
Absolutely not.
That's bullshit.
Absolutely not.
Right. I didn't even know she had music.
She could have came out to nothing.
I mean, if she came out to Fandango's music, then that gets a pop.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And if she comes out dancing, I mean, that wouldn't be what would happen. But no, I do not know what Summer Rae's music is.
Should I look it up? Does she even have music?
Dude, I can't believe I
sure
don't
she
think that would be
does.
on YouTube.
I'm sure it's on.
You
YouTube.
Every
would type in
WWE song's
YouTube,
on
and they would be like, what the hell is even that? That's exactly the sound you would get.
What the hell is even that?
There it is.
All right, let me. Summer Rae theme. Let's see what we got here. Rush of Power, it was called.
No freaking way. I don't believe
it was
any
called
of this.
Rush of Power.
I mean, if I hear it, I might recognize it, but I wouldn't.
We got to get through
Is
this.
Is that really that?
Verbo ad? Yeah, it's a Verbo ad.
Only because we're talking about it.
Oh God! It is
Oh God!
It is that awful song.
Yeah.
All right, so we hear it, we all go, oh, Summer Rae's in this. She's not going to win.
hey,
No one's saying, holy shit, it's Summer Rae. No
I
offense to
said
Summer
it.
Rae.
I
Gorgeous
started humming
lady.
it before, but it was still awful.
No, do you remember a couple years ago when we watched his Edge's return and
Tim was in tears.
Tim was in Matt
actual tears.
Matt hears that and he's probably
Matt will be on the ground.
Actually, we're like, oh fuck.
Jimmy Garoppolo heard Summer Rae theme and fell to the ground and got his hands run over by
Jimmy
cable cars.
Garoppolo.
You disrespectful, stupid idiot.
I don't know why Summer Rae was the example she used. And again, I am a
I mean,
fan
the Bella
of
Twins would be
Summer
a
Rae.
bigger.
Right. The Mickie James thing is the one she should have pointed to as, this is stupid. Why did you ruin this surprising moment?
I mean, I think the Bella Twins are on that level too, especially with Brian going to.
Right, like that's getting a reaction.
If that hits, yeah.
I could give Devin a run for the money when that hits. Say that right now.
A little smoky.
Here's the deal.
A little smoky.
Wow,
that's about accurate, actually. I get the Mickie James things because that gets people talking, and then it shows that shit. This is just trash.
No,
this one makes me sad to hear.
I was gonna say that sends me back to Half Mast.
If that's it right there.
You get driven on the stars above.
That's it. That's the one.
Now, if
put the
Maria
turtle back in
Kanellis
the shell.
shows and it's Stone Cold singing her song, then we're
That
Now you're talking.
but yeah, bad example by Renee.
I think the Mickie James thing, like I said, you need to announce that shows WWE's willing to play ball, and this forbidden door bullshit talk you can now include WWE with.
Absolutely.
So that needs to be you. surprise her. Everybody, it's a cool moment. Oh shit, Mickey James. I don't know if that registers so much as the door is now open. You needed to announce the Mickey James thing.
Absolutely.
Right, but if you're pointing to one of those people as this was a wasted opportunity, that's probably the one that you point to more so than Summer Rae.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think you could Lita. I think Lita holds a little more water than.
I don't know that Lita is necessarily as shocking though, because she's done this already, right?
I was just going to say she was in the first one,
right? Yeah. I mean, the shocking. I don't know what shocking names are out there that would shock people.
AJ Lee.
AJ
Lee would be it.
The only one I would think.
You know, the Ghost of China would do it.
My
China.
Beyond that, who else is saying holy shit?
Jazz.
I would love Jazz. I think Jazz is a great choice.
Are you shocked?
She like fully retired though, right?
Right. Like
I mean, you
three times though.
Okay, I was unaware.
I feel like though Jazz is probably up there in terms of if we're saying who's the most shocking person they could have.
I mean,
I would be shocked.
I mean, it's gonna be. It's gonna be a harder get at this point, especially when you have Nick Khan controlling the books because you're gonna have to bail her out.
It would mainly be like people that you know have like a poor relationship with WWE, like Gail Kim showing up.
Would buy the Sunny package to get the picture in bed with her.
Yes,
I think that's something Nick Khan's opening the book.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's one because I don't think we've seen her in the WWE since she last left. Would be Sable. Would that that would be a surprising one?
No, that would be that would be
good. Her music would pop people. I think everybody knows that.
Yeah,
I could sing you a bar of Sable's music.
It's the
whippy sound.
Yeah, it's the whip, right?
The cat meow and the whip.
Meow.
It's not a meow. Come on. Marcus
actually was pretty close on that.
I mean, I also owned this CD, the WWF music.
Yeah.
Maybe Jim Johnson wasn't as good as we thought. No, I'm just kidding. That is a lie. That is a lie.
I think Tim's got a great answer.
Yes, if Stephanie's music hits, as a Royal Rumble entrant,
yes,
that will get a reaction.
The creator of women's wrestling.
I mean, absolutely. I'm surprised she hasn't won a Royal Rumble yet.
Hey, there's that guy. He woke up from his nap.
Could you imagine if she won the Royal Rumble? Charlie says, Matt, how many books have you read this year?
2. I'm at 2 so far.
You're going for one a week, right?
Correct.
God bless.
Man, I haven't read 2 news articles this year.
I'm lucky if I do read tweets. I won't lie about that.
Now I am Ryan. I will need your expertise this year because I am going to start looking into reading wrestling autobiographies or biographies.
All right, I have a bunch of them.
I mean, you've read the Bella's book. Right?
I have not.
I know you haven't read them, but I do.
We need to start doing that again, didn't we?
Of all of the books that I have owned, I've read one.
You read.
I read the Pete Gas book
because he was on our show.
Yes,
and then you got sick. And
I wasn't even able to be on it, but I read Looking at the Lights, the Pete Gas experience, whatever it's called.
That was one of the better interviews we had because he was so candid with everything. Like, I don't think he held back. Him
and Dab Savage may have been the two most open people that we've ever had on this show.
It's crazy because Dab Savage was just we
say that name like people are like, oh shit, Dab Savage.
Yeah, everybody's like, who the fuck is that? They're like, what?
Who the hell is this?
But eventually, once we get our podcast feed back up and running,
it's gonna happen.
Go check out that episode. So yeah, I should have brought this up at the start of the show. Podcast feed still down, working on getting it transferred over to a new podcast host.
I'll be done.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I
I
believe in myself. I don't necessarily believe in the site we're trying to transfer it to.
A 2-man advantage for the Flyers.
But we will get there.
Means the Bruins will score.
It is a
twice.
Right.
But I kind of have mixed feelings about the WWE announcing, because I get why they do it.
Sure.
Because the whole purpose of is to sell Peacock subscriptions, sell network subscriptions, and sell tickets to the show. Right. So I haven't even looked to see I don't even know if that Wrestle Tickets Twitter account has even updated like the latest on the Rumble, but like, you know, you're trying to put as many butts in the seats, and they're in what, St. Louis, right, at
Beautiful
the old
St.
Rams
Louis.
Stadium.
The Lou.
So
beautiful
yeah,
time of year.
you know,
The home
you
of
announce
Nelly.
Mickey King's going to be there. You announce the Bellas are going to be back. You announce like Legends are back, but like
You don't have to announce all of them, though.
what's that?
Does that sell tickets? Like, I feel like
Some,
I mean, we're
maybe.
wrestling fans. We would buy tickets because we want to go to the Rumble.
Right. Like,
I will say,
I don't think you should have to gimmick sell the Rumble.
I will say
Oh,
there's
Aaliyah's
one
gonna be
name.
there. I'm there.
If there's one name that they announce tomorrow that's in the Rumble, I will buy a ticket to St. Louis.
Bull Nakano?
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Okay.
He probably won't be in the Women's Rumble, though.
Exactly. If they announce him in the Women's Rumble, I'm there.
I am there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm there.
I mean, he's full blown retired though, right?
Yes.
Okay. You got one WWE match out of him.
Oh no, and it was actually a good match by Tyler Breeze.
It was a good match,
Yeah.
Really good match.
But yeah, because I think there's 13 or something competitors not announced.
I'll say this much: announcing them is better than announcing that we're going to have the entire NXT 2.0 women's roster as part of the Royal Rumble.
Yes,
because we only got like 12 women on the active roster, so we got to bring in people.
Well, I was going to say,
do we just announce a couple of the legends that we're gonna have, rather than announcing that like Wendy Chu, the Napping Warrior, is going to be in there? Hardcore Parkour, Casey Cantanzero, and what's her face that we like to rave, Jim Tan Laundry. So I don't know that it's as harmful for the Women's Rumble, knowing that we are going to have to scrape the barrel to get enough to even have that match. Now, if they come out and start announcing that, like, hey, these male competitors are joining the Men's Royal Rumble when there's like 700 people on the roster that you can pick from, then it's like, oh man, well, there goes that surprise.
Yeah, and I mean, they always announce some entrants. I mean, that's something that's been done from the beginning. Like, hey, I'm entering the Rumble. So I kind of look at it from that aspect.
Who was the last great big surprise for the Rumble? Are we date? Is it AJ
Edge.
Styles?
Edge.
Well, Edge's return. In
I feel
20.
like we thought that was going to happen. Like, that wasn't a huge surprise.
AJ, right? I think AJ is the last natural. Like,
okay,
damn, okay, we didn't see that one coming.
I mean, I know, I know we kind of speculated Christian, and that was last year. I don't know that anybody necessarily was like, Christian's definitely returning at the Rumble.
I think Tim popped for that as well.
Tim absolutely popped for that one.
The 1 year that Diesel made a return.
Yeah.
Like everybody popped for that one. It was like, oh, we're gonna get a Diesel run. And then Kevin Nash somehow didn't tear his quad walking to the ring, but hurt himself slightly later in the night.
Yeah, because I think there was like a year or two where he like came out as Kevin Nash in the Rumble, and then when he actually came out as Diesel, it was a fun surprise.
I mean, there was talk. I think Matt was really excited about a potential X-Pac.
Well, I think
so. Like, if that's like a surprise, then like don't spoil that surprise. Hit his music. Everybody knows the X-Pac music right off the get-go. And
so, does he come out to the X-Pac music, or does he come out to Generation X?
No, he comes out to the X-Pac music.
His X-Pac.
Does he come out? Does he come out to the X Factor song by Uncle Kracker?
Oh, what a jam!
Rey Mysterio was one. Was he the one that got booed? Was that the year that they wanted it to be Daniel Bryan in his return?
No, that wasn't like a surprise.
That wasn't that year, but Ray did get booed that year.
It came out 30, right?
Yeah.
Ray came out 30, and everybody was hoping it was something.
I don't know that I'm mad about the legends being announced as the entries, as I am Charlotte Flair, the champion of SmackDown, being announced as a person in the.
Like, are they just trying to do the Brock thing with that? I guess.
Well,
Xbox. Think you can tell us what to do?
It's close enough to DX. Yeah, that's what he comes out to.
I don't know why I'm so excited for that.
Aren't you the one who brought it up the other day? You're like,
one of us had to be, sir. I guess it's you.
That's fine. I mean, he did sign the poster behind me, but that was kind of like a Oh shit, Xbox here. Sure, sign this picture that I brought for.
Are you missing
Shawn
anybody
Michaels
from the
sign.
poster, or do you have everybody on the poster?
No, I still need to get Road Dogg, and I still need to get Triple H.
Okay.
Until he got fired, I would have thought Road Dogg would have been a fun one to have in the Rumble match this
Did
year.
his heart almost explode last year? I don't think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't think. Well, him and Triple H.
Well,
I mean,
something in the DX water.
I guess
we keep putting we kept putting Chris Benoit in matches. Why can't we put a guy whose heart almost exploded?
That's a fair point.
D Nice.
Yo, it's D Nice.
D Nice
How are
says
you, my
hi.
guy?
Oh, okay, that's what 2018 Mysterio made his return.
Hey, good night.
Okay, I was getting that confused with the year he got
booed
out of the building.
That was in Philly, wasn't it? No.
Yeah,
it was Philly.
It was Philly or Pittsburgh. It was
I feel like it was.
I want to say it was Philly.
Yeah,
it was in the Northeast for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and everybody wanted Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, so I do. I kind of I get why they're doing it. Because you still have potential on both the men's and the women's for there to still be surprises. So as long as they don't keep adding to the list,
right? Braun Breaker can enter the Royal Rumble.
Tomato Champs.
I think we'll see him come up, and I think that'll be his debut.
Well, I saw he and who was it that worked the dark
Pete
man?
Dunne.
Pete Dunne.
The Bruiserweight.
And how bad is it that we're at this point where I saw that they had the dark match and I'm like, okay, so they're going to be given a debut and a firing.
Do you want to watch old NXT? Look up the main event results.
Oh no,
main event is what NXT used to be.
Oh no,
yep.
Just watch main event.
Jim, would you buy tickets to Royal Rumble if Walter is announced as a?
He wouldn't. His wife would.
No. But
that's what I'm saying. His wife would.
I'm making sure I'm watching that at the house all by ourselves. Get my trench coat.
You
want to talk about?
I feel like I have to leave.
You should leave while you can.
I just have to stay sitting for a little while.
The door to the studio just flung open.
Because Mrs. Big Jim.
I won't be gone long.
And he's back.
And I'm already done. I'm already
sweating
a little bit. That's natural though. That has nothing to do with the sex.
I just rain sweat.
It's just a natural perspiration that happens at all times. But then there's also rumors that the WWE has plans for the men's Royal Rumble. It came from the from WrestleVotes on Twitter the other day. It said, had more than one source this weekend without me directly asking state they believe WWE will try for an unexpected forbidden door entrant for the men's Royal Rumble. He said, personally, I'm skeptical it happens, but I can confirm WWE is at least open to the idea, which is exciting enough.
Why is it going to be Alberto Del Rio?
Good Jesus Christ. If it's Alberto Del Rio, I'm turning the Rumble off.
So main event results for the 13th.
What if Paige is in the women's Rumble?
Wrestled T-Bar.
Who wrestled T-Bar?
Tomato Champs.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestled T-Bar.
Oh.
Tomato chips.
That's a shame.
T-Bar.
Pete Dunne and Akira Tozawa.
Yikes.
Are the two matches for main event this
There's
week.
only two How long is it?
It's an hour. It's an hour show.
There's a lot of recap.
And then it's a bunch of recaps, right? So it's
wow,
like
Ciampa and T-Bar had a solid 45-minute contest.
It's like an episode of Sunday Night.
I mean,
Heat.
Dijak versus Tommaso Champs. Like that.
it sounds like
that should be a match I would enjoy.
Should be.
Should be.
Too bad he is Tabar.
Tabar.
T-Bar.
Like why? Why are they still doing Mason Tabar?
You got to do it. You got to do it.
So when they're talking about unexpected, you got to think somebody to me, somebody from AEW comes to mind. I don't know who it is, but who do you think? Who do you think, Mike?
I would be more inclined to think, and maybe the Impact Wrestling World Champion Moose.
Oh, okay.
That would be wild.
Maybe a W. Morrissey, aka Big Cass, someone who the fans know could get a fun little pop from the crowd.
You can't teach
Now,
that.
Tim, when you say, "Have you heard the horrible Jericho rumor?" Does that mean that he's going to keep singing,
Uh-oh.
going to keep wrestling, or there's going to be another insurrection? Is it any one of those?
Or he's going to keep using that stupid ass finisher.
Oh, stupid idiot!
What's his the finisher? The slow turn elbow? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
The I got stuck in rewind elbow effect.
the almost effect.
No, that's AJ's tag partner's finisher.
When I heard when I heard or saw this rumor, Jericho was the first name that came to mind, just because like he and Vince do still like he said they stay in touch.
Now,
like there's not a bad relationship.
Yeah, both of them are very active on their Parlor accounts.
Absolutely,
so that's
are.
how they.
Now they're bringing his wife back. Is Brian potentially in play here?
Dude, that would be fucking insane.
Dude, that'd be wild too.
Main event of WrestleMania to AEW wrestling fucking 60
loses
minutes.
their world title, comes in and wrestles at Royal Rumble.
Do you want, if you're the WWE, are you going to allow a guy to come over here and have that much impact in your match and eliminate some of your own competitors?
Why not?
If Vince McMahon,
if you're going to have,
who's he eliminating? Happy Corbin, Madcap Mansoor,
Madcap Mass.
I mean,
I
you're not asking him to eliminate Omos and
but even
like the main guys. You're asking him to like, hey, come out, get the pop, clear out the ring, and then get eliminated by
like what's the difference?
Miz.
What's the difference of? And I get it's AEW compared to Impact, but like, what's the difference between Mickey James eliminating Rhea Ripley or Daniel Bryan eliminating Nakamura?
Omos.
I don't think Vince would allow Mickey James to eliminate Rhea Ripley.
So Mickey's eliminations are going to be like the Bella
James
Twins, Summer
Ray,
Aaliyah,
one of the Bellas, and then Rhea Ripley eliminates her.
Or Liv Morgan eliminates her.
Somebody's going to put Mickey in the trash bag
and
then
take her right to the back. Duke the Dumpster Drozy will be coming back solely for that spot.
I mean, I think if you're gonna make the effort and do this, I think they are gonna have at least, maybe not more than like 2 or 3, but you're gonna probably have at least one big elimination for whoever these surprise entrants are.
I know they kicked down.
Was save us, Devin. That was the gimmick. It was save us, not God help us.
I know they kicked the door down with Impact. What if they're the one that's going to kick the door down with New Japan?
It's possible because there was rumors.
What if you get Kenta as a return?
I don't think Kenta would want to do that.
I don't necessarily see him doing it.
I think he's hurt anyways.
Here's the deal, and again, I think we're looking at this as wrestling marks. We're not looking at this as
wrestling intern marks.
Wrestling fans that mommy and daddy are going to buy the shirt and the pay-per-view and the John Cena wristbands and the hat. So I don't think anybody from New Japan, unfortunately, moves the WWE needle. It's got to be somebody with the name recognition, and I feel it's got to be somebody from the WWE. John Moxley?
I thought Kenta was hurt. I don't know that John returns at a WWE show before he returns at an AEW show.
Yeah,
that I agree with.
I don't know.
That I think that would be the cause for concern. What if we get Matt Cardona as Matt Cardona and not Zack Ryder?
I mean, we might get Matt Cardona. That's what I was thinking.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
I feel like there's enough names though in New Japan though that people would like if Okada came or if Ibushi came.
I mean, if they could get one of those, I think
those are big enough names. That, that
Tanahashi.
Yeah, even like a Zack Sabre or Will Ospreay, I think would be a big enough name that
just don't think that registers to your casual.
Yeah, I think it would have to be.
Does though?
Like I think Ospreay, Tanahashi, Okada, Ibushi do, but Kenta and like that second tier Great Mood is in play. That one
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
So again, I think if you get the top 4 of New Japan, that's in play. But anybody after the 4 of them, like no one's popping for Tomohiro Ishii.
Right.
God bless you.
Even though he was on AEW like a month ago or 2 months ago.
Right. No, I don't. I agree with that. I think that moved the needle in AEW enough. I don't think they got a pop for that itself. So I don't think the WWE is going to do it because it's cool. They're going to do it because it makes money.
Yeah, and to me, that's where it's.
And unfortunately, I
don't
don't
think Moose makes money, and I'm not.
Chris Jericho makes money. It really does.
Jericho makes money,
right? But those big names in New Japan would still make money because you're now appealing to a newer fan base more so than the casual viewer,
and you're getting the entire continent of Japan.
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I think WWE has a presence in Japan. Like I'm
not saying that it doesn't, but they also haven't been there in almost 3 years since COVID and everything.
They have a footprint, but they don't have a presence.
I don't know.
Japan guys have showed up on AEW, not so much WWE. Everybody that's left has gone to New Japan. That's gone back over to Japan. They know they're the anti or the ex WWE guys. So I think their stranglehold on Japan as a gaijin company has lifted for AEW because you've seen Ishii, best friends are now part of Chaos. You've seen Kenta on the show. Then you see John Moxley carrying the New Japan US title to the ring. I think AEW is almost kind of turning the corner on that side of the world. And I think bringing somebody like a Ospreay or a Zack Sabre Jr. or an Okada, it's a mover. It's a mover for them, not maybe here in America, but for the rest of the world.
And it's been a while. I'm just trying to, and
I mean, look at some of the people that they kept around in the past too, just because of the presence they had in foreign countries.
Yeah,
like the Great Khali, right? Like that.
I mean, these are the guys though that the WWE have already worked with. Your Kota Ibushi, your Zack Sabre Jr., and they were in the Cruiserweight Classic. Like that's where they were relegated to.
Yeah,
like I agree. Like these are wrestlers that when I saw Zack Sabre Jr., I bought 2 autographed 8x10s from him. Like I definitely marked for Zack Sabre Jr. I'm not going to lie about that, but I just don't think that moves the needle as much as like somebody else. And I get what you're saying about that side of the world.
Maybe not necessarily Zack Sabre Jr. or Ospreay because they're not as much as an Okada would.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong. They would be unexpected if we're going to the word that was used in the tweet. For me, I just when I'm thinking Forbidden Door, when I'm thinking unexpected, I'm thinking somebody from AEW. I'm thinking it's
Ring of Honor's too small.
But Jimmer, are you thinking someone from those companies that has been in WWE before, or are you thinking someone that's never done it before?
I think the only person that really like sticks out to me that would be unexpected, but I think it would be smart business move on both sides of the aisle if we're talking AEW is MJF, because they're already starting to play up the 2024 free agency thing. So if he shows up at the Royal Rumble this year, like that already helps feel, and that's good for WWE, that's good for MJF, and that's good for AEW. But I'm thinking more it's somebody that's been in the WWF before or WWE before. Could be Sting, but I'm thinking Jericho. I'm thinking Ryan, like you said it. I'm thinking Danielson. I think Mike, you bring up a great point about Moxley. I don't know if Moxley.
I feel like
when less than a year ago he released a book talking about how hard
Ryan definitely brought up Mox. I definitely brought up
Right.
Sorry,
I mean, I don't think Adam Cole moves the needle that much, unfortunately.
Nope. I think it's too recent for
Adam
Cole.
I think that's too soon. I mean,
Daniel
Bryan was just as recent.
One that would be
Britt Baker.
She's a doctor.
One that would certainly be unexpected, and I think you have about a 0% chance of this happening, though.
Nakazawa.
Yes, Nakazawa would be CM
Brandon Cutler.
Like how much? Because like. How much money does Tony Khan have to pay CM Punk?
Now, remember, like the joke that we were talking about how Matt would react when Summer Rae comes out. That would be the pop,
right? Like if you
that I couldn't get over,
right? Like if you get the Royal Rumble countdown, and then you get CM Punk's theme. Like
Right.
that's
we would have to space it out enough for Matt after X-Pac that Punk could come back.
well, that's true. You know,
I don't necessarily know that that's out of the equation.
I don't
They're
think it's
in
out of the
St.
equation
Louis.
at all.
I think it was. I think a lot of people were expecting that last year too.
I'm just saying they're in St. Louis. It's close enough to Chicago that
Like, you get the end of the cat. Like
that's unreal. That is an unreal pop.
Yeah.
the only problem that I could see
pop in Chicago.
It absolutely would be.
That would get a bigger pop in St. Louis than his return in Chicago did.
Yeah, especially
Absolutely.
if you have what? Because I think it's going to be around
I'm saying
40-something thousand.
I'm saying because of the pure shock value.
Oh, that
everybody in that building knew he was walking out at some point in that show.
Like if he came out number like 30, if Punk was 30,
oh my god,
that'd be fucking insane. Like
again, I think that's great business. I think Vince McMahon doesn't do that.
Are you kidding?
I really don't think. I think he's too fragile.
He does it and lets Punk be in the final four.
Absolutely.
You think?
Absolutely. Why not?
Yes.
If he does it, then Punk is going deep into that match. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like
you can't bring him out and eliminate him right away because that's got to be a negotiation between Tony Khan and
Warlord moment is CM Punk. Not Warlord. Yeah, Warlord. Yeah, not Warlord.
Bushwhacker.
Or the
Bushwhacker, and he just
comes in, which is still the great. Like, that is one of the greatest spots in the history of the Rumble. Walks out, gets tossed, doesn't even miss a beat, and just walks right to the back.
No, but Punk comes out at 20 or 30 and ends up in the final four, eliminates 6 to 8 guys, and then gets eliminated by, say, a Randy Orton or an AJ Styles who goes on and wins the match. I don't think there's any foul there for AEW.
And
it's not going to be Randy Orton because it's in St. Louis.
Well, that's true. He'll be the first one eliminated. He'll get eliminated by Matt Moss.
Facts. Forgot. My bad.
I mean, let's be honest. If we know Vince McMahon and Nick Khan are businessmen, and if Tony Khan's Twitter activity proves us anything over the past couple of weeks, that guy's a businessman.
That's what they say.
Like, so there's money in CM Punk showing up at the Royal Rumble.
Who moves intern Mark's needle?
Jordan
Gresham if he's accompanied by Jordan Grace.
Correct.
The Sea Stars.
The Sea Stars.
I was about to say the Sea Stars.
Oh, the Sea Stars. That could happen. We could see the Sea Stars.
It could
would really make a splash in the Rumble.
All right, mute him now.
There it was.
Mark's playing the hits.
You had a chance and it's gone.
Mark, how do you know they're stars?
How do I know they're stars? Because not all stars belong to the sky. And they take meteor showers.
There you go.
That's what I was looking for.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Is there anyone from like Ring of Honor, Jim, that you think they could bring out that would be enough of like a splash?
Danhausen.
Danhausen would be cool.
Danhausen would be huge.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
Again, that's to a Mark though that follows internet wrestling.
The Briscoes, but they can't come out together.
No, I don't think the WWE.
That'd be tough.
No, there's somebody that would.
But that would move the needle and surprise me.
So let's pretend that this unexpected Forbidden Door entrant plays out. Ryan, who do you say it is?
That's a great question. I'm so glad you brought that to my attention, Jim. We've talked about it for the last 10 minutes
or more. Yes.
I don't know. I really don't. I don't have a clue.
Just give me a name.
I think the surprise entrant, if it is from another company, will be Bray Wyatt.
Oh shit. Okay.
Shoot.
Oh, I like that. Intern Mark.
Big, it's enormous.
Who do you say it is, Mark?
It's big, it's enormous.
Well,
East Next Calhoun. I am fucking loaded.
He stacks Calvin in spiritual form. Man, I could see Jericho coming out and the entire. Are you serious? I could see. I can see Jericho coming out and the whole crowd singing along with Judas. That would be wild.
Yeah, he would come out to Judas,
Absolutely.
right? That's for sure. Yeah, you could.
100% he
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would come out. Yep, that Judas song would hit and the place would go nuts.
All right.
The fans would be
Mike,
shocked. They
Mike,
would
who do
go
you say?
banana.
I see it as Chris from Winnipeg, but I was hoping that it's Phil from Chicago.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
They're gonna do the sign! They're doing the sign!
Devin says Omega. Omega would be in play if he wasn't hurt. I think, and that I think that would be good. Like, I don't think he's anywhere close to clear.
And obviously, we're saying absolutely no to Cody, right?
Oh my God, the 7-star general, man.
Now that would be something too.
I don't think.
I'm just saying we're 100% out on.
I always say no to Cody.
I'm 100% on Cody on everything.
Well, I'm just saying.
What if it was?
You have a
Gold
better
Dust?
shot of getting Jericho, Phil, MJF, even a Darby Allin than we do.
So Tim
general,
is,
right?
Tim's where who did I say I would turn it off for? I don't even remember who I said that.
Who's
Samurai.
going to turn off the Rumble?
But who did you turn it off for?
Sonny.
I said if it's
Cody shows up, that's fair. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can turn it off.
I don't see that happen.
What if Corey Graves comes back now that he's kind of been
I
cleared?
think Corey Graves does.
I would imagine that's where he makes his return.
What did he wrestle as? He didn't wrestle as Corey Graves, correct?
Yes, he did.
Oh, what was
on
this?
the Indies? On the Indies, he was Sterling James Keenan.
Oh, okay, Sterling. Okay, yeah.
But
Okay,
then he became Corey Graves and then stayed Corey Graves after the injury.
That was his WWE. Okay,
Matt, who do you say it is?
I
say it's X-Pac.
I'm gonna go with Cardona. That's not a Forbidden Door pick.
Could you imagine if they brought Nick Gage?
That'd be fucking insane.
The WWE doesn't
that
touch
would be
the Briscoes
crazy.
because they don't touch Nick Gage either.
Yeah. I don't think you're.
Well, I mean,
Oh, there's a candle here.
I'm going to say there is.
Yeah, that smells real good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, hot chocolate and cream.
Right?
God
It's a
damn.
delicious smelling candle.
Yum.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say Punk.
Man,
I'm gonna say shoot big. Shoot big.
So who's a surprise entrant that is not the Forbidden Door then?
Graves.
Yeah, Graves.
Like, do we see The Rock this year?
No, I don't think The Rock. Like, even if the plan is to do Rock versus Roman, which I don't think it is this year. I don't think it's a Rumble.
No, I feel that's more of a Hollywood.
Yeah, I think that's going to be
WrestleMania.
Hollywood Mania if it ever even happens.
You can start at this Mania and burn that all year.
Sure.
Yeah, that doesn't have to be at the Rumble.
Or even night after Mania, like Roman comes out, conquering hero.
Yeah, we haven't had a decent Raw after Mania for a while. Yeah, that could do it.
Well, because I mean, you think of it. 2 years ago, it was a empty performance center.
Right.
Last year, it was a Thunderdome.
Yes.
So this is the first true Raw after Mania.
We're hoping.
Hopefully, yeah. You're not putting the
let Optimus Prime keep going. We may not be.
Like, I mean, it's, sadly, well, actually,
but it is Texas. But it is Texas.
I say it's Texas. The laws
almost as
and
bad as here in
science
Florida.
don't happen there.
No, we're fine.
Tim, it was good seeing you in the comments, my guy. Have a good weekend.
Bye, Tim.
It was good. It was good seeing you.
Glad I could
not
fill in.
at the Tool Man across all platforms.
That
He doesn't
is
TikTok.
right.
He don't like your TikToks.
That's right. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark.
You're real good at this, Mark.
All right, right now in
Are we looking at the odds?
6th place odds to win the Rumble is Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'll be done.
Wow.
Jesus.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Also on the
Who's
I
number
love that.
one?
number 1 is Big E.
Is that right? Big E.
Where's Braun Breaker on that list?
12th.
Braun Breaker is very far down on the list.
As he should.
He is behind Walter, Xavier Woods, and Sheamus at 50-1 odds.
Can you say Shane McMahon?
Why can't I stop these? There's a stop button. You see that, right?
No, that's just a square.
What's that stop button is?
I know it's what a stop button is, but I don't think that's supposed to be.
There comes Mrs. Big Jim.
But if there's a play button,
I don't think so, Jim.
Also coming in with higher odds. Braun Strowman at 33 to 1 odds. Bray Wyatt at 40 to 1 odds.
I thought you were going to say something about RVD when you said high odds.
No, the odds are he's
High
RVD
odds.
could be there.
I think is what we're looking at.
Johnny Knoxville's at 100 to 1, as is Mick Foley.
He says, "Could you imagine
Steve
Johnny
Austin,
Knoxville?"
The Undertaker, and Shane McMahon.
Oh.
All at 100 to 1
Who?
odds.
The best in the world.
And coming in last place with 250 to 1 odds currently is Vincent Kennedy.
Oh my God.
McMahon.
Oh boy.
I was going to say Michael Cole.
Um,
Does Pat McAfee have better odds?
I wish he was on this list because he should.
He absolutely should. He's bumped. He can do that.